And we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, we're going to take it a local. We're going to drill it right down. But, you know, it's getting to the point, no matter where you go, people know where Blue Ridge, Georgia is. So there's a lot of you out there that are just as interested in our Blue Ridge, Georgia segments as you are anything else. Now, how do I put this? Blue Ridge, Georgia. Now, there's a political action committee. And I'm going to tell you, they have a page. So if you're out there today, well, let me start off with this. I want to look in the camera and put a disclosure here. I want to let you know that fetchyournews.com and myself personally do not, have not, and will not donate to candidates, PACs, or any effort to elect anybody to any office. No. Okay. I got an invitation, so I was there. I got an invitation as media to attend this meet and greet of candidates Saturday night. So I want to be clear, although you have seen on the invite, or you saw on the invite, or have seen, I think I got that right. No matter, even if you have seen on the, where I get stuck, let me give it. Although the invitation said $100, okay, not from me. Okay, I will not. So that's, I'm telling you, that is something you will always know. And I will also tell you, if I get invited to any other, I will cover any other political fundraiser if I'm invited. I'll be glad to go and cover the fundraiser and see what's happening. Okay, so I just want to put it out there. All right, got invited. Now, that being said, Saturday night, now the Blue Ridge Citizens for a Better Blue Ridge is a political action committee. I'm actually not even for sure who's on it and all the names. I mean, I know several people in the pictures that you'll see, but I don't even know the structure of the committee. I just know it's a group that got together. They planned a fundraiser. Now, I don't know the dollar amount. I'm just doing a head count, 160 and $100. You do the math, you know, somewhere around there. So just look, you know, they raised a lot of money Saturday night. A lot of people are interested in maybe making some changes in Blue Ridge. So let me go over the candidates that did attend. Now, they've not qualified. Just so you know, there's qualifying for these offices have not happened. So they haven't officially qualified. They did get up as candidates, but until they qualify, we'll see. So let's start with Mayor Whitener, Donna Whitener. This is Mayor Donna Whitener. Okay, she spoke to the group. And this is Mayor Donna Whitener. She spoke to the group. She is she's been mayor for 2 terms. She's had 2 terms in office, and supposedly she's going to be seeking a 3rd term as mayor, but that's not 100% to qualify. So she got up and she just basically said hello. That's all these speeches were. I mean, they made a couple comments, but really no issues. This wasn't an issue, so she got up. Next one up is another candidate. Let's go with Ken Gaddis. Let's go with Ken Gaddis. This gentleman's Ken Gaddis. He's a candidate, okay? He is a candidate stating he's in a candidate until it's qualifying. We'll just say that. So that's Ken Gaddis. Now, Gaddis did make reference to his opponent, not by name. And my understanding is, according to what he said, is he will be opposing, this guy right here, Ken Gaddis, will be opposing Councilwoman Angie Arp. Councilwoman Angie Arp. So that right now, according to his comments, when he qualifies, he will run against Councilwoman Angie Arp. This gentleman will. Let's go with Nathan Fitz. That's not Nathan. Oh my gosh. Man, did you create a firestorm? That wasn't me, Sam. Okay, no, you made me laugh. now I gotta get back in focus. There's Nathan Fitz. He got up, said some words to the crowd, and supposedly he is going to be running if he qualifies. I keep saying that because a lot of people will come out and say they're running for office, but until they go over and pay the qualifying fee and qualify, they're not truly candidates yet. But my understanding is he is going to be opposing for city council Bruce Pack. And now we have Jeff Lynch. Put up Jeff. There's another candidate that was there. This is Jeff Lynch. Not for sure. I didn't get 100% on who, if he qualifies to run for city council, who he would be opposing on the council. So I'm not 100% there. And last, but obviously not least, Rhonda Thomas. As Rhonda. Rhonda did speak last, and she, if I'm thinking this would be her third term. Okay, I think this would be her if elected. This would be her third term. Rhonda Thomas. She was there, and she is a city council member. Now, my understanding is she would be her opponent, because she is the incumbent, is Angelina Powell. That's my understanding, is her opponent would be Angelina Powell. So those are the candidates for the night, on Saturday night, for the Political Action Committee. It's obvious that this is the slate of candidates that they intend to support through advertising, because they can use the Political Action Committee and to do that. So we're going to see things coming out here in the near future concerning this race. But I have a comment concerning voting in Blue Ridge, City of Blue Ridge. I have a comment concerning voting. And there's been some comments about the voter roll. Now, why the City Council approved, and these are my words, you can look it up, but why the City Council approved basically to turn the elections over to City Attorney David Siphon is unbeknownst to me. Unbeknownst. Major mistake, big mistake, okay, to let David Siphons, the city attorney, be involved in the elections. Don't understand it, all right? You have a Secretary of State currently, Brian Kemp, that can solve your election issues. You have a voter registrar's office in the county that knows the proper places to go for information to solve anything concerning voting in the state. Why David Siphon, the city attorney, has been added to the list is unbeknownst to me. Now, sources tell me a lot of people are being told they don't qualify to vote, okay? One individual told me, said they were sent a letter, I think that's what it is, okay? I'm looking into this. They were sent a letter that, I think people are saying that a building they live in and rent did not have a proper CO, so that they were not qualified to vote within the city. Okay, that was one I heard. And supposedly this building's been built for years. It's real simple. A CO is a closing of a building permit usually, and it moves the property from under construction to the tax roll. That is the biggest thing that a CO does, is move the property from under construction, finalizes it, it closes a loan. You can close the loan when you get the CO. You close your loan from a construction loan to a mortgage, right? Or also it makes your property no longer in a construction because they don't charge, you're not on the property tax rolls, you're not paying property tax, and they really get upset in most counties if you renew your building permit a second year because they want that property tax. So a CO is now moving your property over to the tax roll. So if you're living in the city of Blue Ridge in a building that is on the tax roll and you pay rent and it's on the tax roll for the county and you're paying property tax, the building owner pays property tax to the county, you got a CO, and if that's your resident, you could vote. That's my opinion, you could vote. Second, okay, I was told that somebody couldn't live in one of the businesses and vote, all right? Here's the thing I'm going to get to on the voting for the city and the argument of the voting. If you are questioning, and if you think you have the right to vote in the city, okay, you go in and you carry this phone and you turn it on and you go up to that counter and you hold it just like this and you say, I'm here to vote. What's your name? Here's my identification. My identification has my address, says Blue Ridge, Georgia. Here's my identification. You're not on the voter roll. You can't vote. Yes, I can. I want a provisional ballot. I want a provisional ballot, and I want my provisional ballot reviewed by the Secretary of State, Brian Kemp. That's, you need to say it. Walk right in. I'm here to vote. You're not on the voter roll. You can't. Got to run it. Yes, you don't want it by David Siphon. You understand? That's why I'm telling you, okay? It's for anybody who wants to go in there and vote. That you feel you legally can, and if you're being told you're off the voter roll and you don't believe that's true. If you check it out and you believe you should be on the voter roll and they take you up, you go in here just like this and you say, I want to vote. And they say, you're not on the voter roll. Say, well, I'll tell you what, I want a provisional ballot. Because you can't turn me down. And when I cast my provisional ballot, you make sure it's understood that you can't certify this election till all provisional ballots are reviewed. And you make sure you hear it, keep it going, and let it know that you told that person, and I want my provisional ballot reviewed by the Secretary of State of Georgia. Okay? Brian Kemp. There you go. If you don't let these people tell you you can't. Don't let them. But you got to make sure when you walk in, if they took you off the voter roll, because don't think for 1 minute this CO thing, oh, your building don't have a no. If your building owner that you rent from is paying property tax, that is a CO, folks. So don't worry about that, what you're hearing, and don't worry about all these rumors. If you live in Blue Ridge, the city limits, and you legally can vote, you go vote. If they don't have you on the roll, you ask for that provisional ballot. And make sure they know you want your ballot reviewed by Secretary of State Brian Kemp. Just saying. Because if you know, I'm not telling you who to vote for. I won't do that. I won't do that. I don't endorse candidates. Okay? I'm your host, BKP. Good morning. Let's take a little break so that's over, and then we're going to come back, and I want to tell people a couple things we're doing this week, Sam. Thank you.